Welcome to another episode of the Lone Recruiter Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Clemenson, and if you're a recruiter, out on your own, or just lacking general guidance or mentorship, you've come to the right place. Our episodes are designed to give you the motivation, the advice, and the strategies you need to become the very best lone recruiter. So join us, grab a cup of coffee, and let's take your desk to another level. Now today, it's a real quick one, it's a real motivational one. Recruitment has its highs, recruitment has its lows, and this one is for if you're ever feeling flat, okay? You probably know all of these hacks already, but here's a little dose for you. I want to get the most out of you. I'm starting to realize that one of my superpowers in life is my energy and my ability to just keep on plowing through. And it's not an accident. I think I'm very aware of my body. I'm very aware of my mental state, my physicality. Am I tired? Am I happy? Am I rested? Am I exhausted? And being self-aware and knowing what tools I can use to dial up and dial down what I need has really served me well. So maybe you're early on in your journey when it comes to understanding your body and what your moods are doing, or maybe you're more advanced than I am. And if you are, please chime in, shoot me some notes. I love to hear your thoughts. But today I want to go through the happy brain chemicals, and I've got 4 of them here, and I want to show you how to hack them. And it's not hard. It's really not hard. You're probably already doing all of these things at the moment, but knowing exactly which activities are doing what and why can be really beneficial to you. So let's just jump straight into them. So we've got 4 happy brain chemicals, right? Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. And we've all heard of those things. So let's run through them. Dopamine. Dopamine is the reward chemical, right? That's the big one that we all hear about at the moment because it's that gratification of when you achieve something, or it's why TikTok and Reels are so addictive, because you get this little hit of, algorithmic pleasure that's geared towards you, and you just want to get more and more of that. So we've probably heard a lot about dopamine, and it's that reward chemical. Now, here are 4 things you can do to induce some dopamine hits. So 1, try something new. 2, listen to some music. 3, you can make a small list of tasks and then complete them. These are all things that are really going to help give you a dopamine hit. Now, I think in today's society, we don't need any more dopamine than what we already have. There's plenty of distractions on our phone and in our lives that are giving us that. But that's some non-phone related ways that you can get a nice dopamine hit. Now, serotonin, the mood stabilizer. I like this one because this is the one that calms us down. And as recruiters, our nervous systems do tend to vibrate quite highly. We're on the go. How often do you get home and you sit down and you feel like you're vibrating? That's your nervous system in overload. It's had too much stimulus today, and you need to start to wind down. So the mood stabilizer, serotonin, this one is good for that one. Can't do it at the end of the day, but get some sunlight. Vitamin D is fantastic for improving your mood. Exercise, we all know, is fantastic, and it doesn't need to be a hardcore CrossFit session or marathon. You can go for a walk. That will lift your mood. And you know what? Going for a walk and getting some sunshine, 2 for 1. It's a bonus. Meditation is fantastic for stabilizing your mood and giving you some of that serotonin. And then obvious one, a healthy diet helps. If you're sitting around drinking Coca-Cola all day, eating chips, you're not doing yourself any service. If you do eat healthy food, there is a lot to be said for what is that doing at a metabolical level. Is that the word? Metabolical? A metabolic level within your body. And you'll find that if you are drinking Cokes and spiking your insulin, spiking your sugar levels, which then spikes your insulin, which is a hormone in your body, which brings that sugar back down, you end up on this roller coaster all day long, right? But if you're eating a holistic diet, you're not going to have those ups and downs. You can have better gut microbiome. Just everything works. It's a bit more harmonious. It sucks, I know, because Coca-Cola and chips are the best, and pizza and fries and whatever, but we all know it's not good for us. So if we want to get serotonin going to stabilize our mood, I think diet's a huge one, but there's the other ones. Meditation, get some sunlight, exercise. They're great. On to the third one, the third happy brain chemical that's going to help us get through our busy recruiting desk whenever we need a hit of something, oxytocin. So oxytocin is the love hormone. Obviously there are various ways that we can get this feeling, but we all know that feeling, that it's a nice release. It's a really nice chemical in the brain. Who doesn't feel nice when that love hormone's floating around? So, look, there's a couple of ways that we can hack that in, which is one, we can get or give a massage. I love getting massages, but there is something to be said for massaging someone as well. If you've got a partner that maybe deserves a massage, go and give them one. See how you feel after you give them a massage. Other than sore hands, of course. It's always nice. Spending time with your friends is a great one, and showing affection is another way that you can lift your oxytocin levels, and just trying to do something nice for someone. There's something to be said. Tony Robbins, again, he's always about, give. Gary Vee, give. Like, giving creates this, it gets you out of your brain. It feels good. You're not focusing on yourself. You are lifting someone else's spirits, and there's something about that really does feel good. And why does it feel good? Because you're releasing oxytocin, which is the love hormone. Last but not least, endorphins. All right, we all know what endorphins are. That is the pain reliever. This is the one, for me, this is the one that makes you feel great. But look, you might be going through a tough day on your desk. Maybe things aren't going your way. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're burning out. Let's go and pump some endorphins, okay? It's not hard to do, but this one will lift your spirits. I guarantee it. Exercise, we've mentioned that one before, but regular exercise is very good at keeping those levels up. Yoga and meditation, again, we've touched on those again, but they will help get the blood pumping, get the endorphins rolling. Now, this is a good one, creating music or art. This is the other side of the brain, but there's something to be said for using the other side of the brain. If we're in a real analytical side, we're using that brain for work. Flip it over. Let's go into that creative side of the brain, and you can almost feel it. I mean, I've got a musical background, and I don't do it all that often anymore, but whenever I do pick up the guitar or do the drums or write a song or play some piano, you can almost feel the shift in your body. Like, it's a whole nother side of the brain. You can switch off those thoughts, that inner monologue. You can switch off all of the to-do list stuff that you're checking off or thinking about tomorrow. Creating music or art, it is so therapeutic, and that is the endorphin rush that you're getting from doing that. You're creating something on the spot, and I think it's a fantastic one. So if you're not into creating music or art, get into it. And look, last but not least, we all know that laughter, it can cure most things. A good old chuckle or a cry, and we don't want to cry, but the hormone released with a cry or a laugh is an endorphin. So it's why you always feel the same after a really hearty chuckle or a really hearty cry. You always feel that kind of calmness around you. That's the endorphins. So, let's use them to our advantage. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, endorphins. Let's use them to our advantages, and let's see how we can lift your spirits from a day to day. And I hope this helps someone. Look, again, you've got a busy day recruiting, so I want to keep these nice and short. This one's around 9 minutes today, so I'm going to wrap that one up there. Loving the interactions, loving the listenership. I'm loving the 5-star reviews. Keep them going. If you haven't done it already, subscribe. Whatever mode you're listening to this, go and subscribe. I want you to get these in your inbox whenever we release them. There's 3 a week. They're only short. 5-star reviews we're chasing. I mentioned that. That's all we have time for you today. As always, have an amazing day, and may all your deals come true.